In this video, I'm going to share with you this calendar that I made in Affinity Designer to help you with your print-on-demand business in 2023. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005, and in this video, I wanted to talk about something that I've been working on for a little while, and that is the 2023 calendar for print on demand. So I was thinking, what is something I can build, a digital download that I can build that can help everyone to make better designs, to do better in the print on demand business in 2023? And I came up with this idea mainly from my digital downloads. I have a calendar already. I already have like what to build. So I kind of put it all together, all the topics, the top 5 topics that you should do every month, the calendar, and I came up with something like this here. This is just one of the months. I made a whole calendar month to month. So I wanted to do something where you can look at it for the month, know what to design, kind of have an idea of things to design, upload, and I'm going to show you all of this in Affinity Designer. I built this in Affinity Designer. You could build your own if you want. I'll show you how to do your own, but if you want to buy this one, I'll have it at a very low price for a limited time, and I'll show you exactly what's on here in this video. So the idea behind this is I'm always using calendars. I have something really simple like this, but I wanted something much better than this. This is just a weekly calendar you can get anywhere. I got this one from the store, and so I made one here that I would use, and I wanted to share with you on how I would use it and how you can use it too in 2023 to help you in your print-on-demand business. So let's get into Affinity Designer. I'll break it all down, how to build your own, as well as what's on my calendar here. So here I am in Affinity Designer. This is still the version 1 Affinity Designer. I wanted to do this in version 1 since I didn't show you how to use version 2 yet. So these are some of the things that I put in my calendar. So you can see right here, first at the top, if there's space at the top, I added a motivational quote here. This is this one for February. So at the bottom of the month, if there's a space here, I added a tip of the month, and this is part of my 16 design tips from my 16 design tip videos that did really well this year on YouTube. So these are just to help you create a good design, a good t-shirt design. I also put the 5 most important topics to work on in February or for each month. I'll show you later on all the different months here, but what this is 2 months ahead. So in February, we're working on things that are in April, right? So Easter, if you want to design for Easter, you design that in February, 2 months ahead to get ahead of it, to get some sales in there. This one here, each month will have a blank idea. So this, what I'm calling this is fill in the blank. So basically you have this phrase here, my favorite soccer player calls me, and then put a family role, calls me mom, calls me dad, calls me mama, calls me grandpa, whatever you put in there, that's what family role means here. And so you can kind of scale this design just to help you get at least one design that month. And then think about all these topics here and use that as ideas. So think about, what would you do for World Autism Day? Put those ideas down here. What would you do for Easter? Put those ideas down here. And as you create those ideas and upload them, you can check mark them off. And that really helps you kind of visualize that you're doing something, right? We also have right here on each day, I made an uploads line and a sales line. So that's what that means, uploads and sales. And so you can write down how many you uploaded today and how many sales you made, or the profit you made for that day, just to kind of give you some motivation. I like seeing this. I like seeing especially the sales that I did the day before to kind of motivate me to keep going, that I can see that I'm growing and I'm making some sales. The last thing here is notes. So as you listen to the news, as you hear more trends and things like that, you can write down this notes right here is just a way to keep track of different things for the month. So let me show you. I have it all done in here. You can see this is all like lines and text, right? You can easily do this on your own. This is a box here. So let me just create a blank one. So what you would do here, if you wanted to create one, is you would grab your artboard here and make sure that it's the right size. You can come in here and make sure it's 8.5 by 11, so 11 inches wide, 8.5 inches height, right? So it's 8.5 by 11. This is your paper size. Unless you're A4, then if you live in a country where A4 is the right size, then make sure to put those in here. You can also do that just by, I think when you start one, they already have the A4 and the letter size pre-made, so you don't have to like type that in here. And then you would just type in text, right? So come in here, text, I typed in January, and you can use any font you want. Of course, I used my favorite font, Veneer, here. So let's go favorites and Veneer and make it as big as you need. So you can see really easy if you wanted to make one. And if I wanted to make a calendar here, let's say I would draw in some guides. This is what I did. So I would draw in some guides here. Let's say I wanted to make the calendar that size. So just drag the lines here. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. And let's say you put the last one here. So this is count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 7 days. So let's say the calendar is this big. I would select all of these and make sure I don't have the arrow on it. And then you can use this to distribute it, make sure that it's the equal amount of space. So now you can see they're all equal spaces. And then you can do the same thing, drag this out. And this time you're gonna want 5 this way, right? So 1, 2, I'm holding down Option and Shift, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's say the calendar is this height right here, and this height right here. So just select all of these, and then distribute it this way. See that? Really easy, right? And then of course you can Option Shift click here and put in the number 1. However big you want to make the number, you could do whatever size you want. And then drag it here and so on, and then make as many as you want there. So very easy that way. And of course we can drag a rectangle here, color it black or whatever color you want. I'm making mine black and white just because it's going to be printed, but you can, if you want to just if you have a color printer, of course you could make it different colors, or if you want to sell it with the different colors, you can. I'm gonna put this here and call it Sunday, right? And of course you can color this white, bring it over here, make sure that it's in the front, and look at that. Just make it smaller if you want to make it fit. Super easy, right? So you can make a digital download calendar in Affinity Designer and sell it on Etsy or your Shopify store or wherever you can sell digital downloads. So super easy. So let's see what else I did here. Text, lines, text. So this one is just a checkbox, which is an empty square and a line. So I'll show you how to do that real easy here. All of this is real easy. So let me show you how to do that. So a checkbox would just be a box. Hold down Shift to make it a square and fill this in. All right, take out the fill here, right? And that doesn't have to be that thick. I think I used 1 point. So like that, boom. And then use my pen tool, get over here. And you can see some of these right here is kind of going over, and that's okay. You can always just move it in. Click the point and move it in, right? All right, so for this list here, I'm just eyeballing it. I group that together so we can move this around. If I hold down Shift, I can move it up and down. If I hold down Option Shift, I'm copying it, right? And I can do this again, select 2 of them, can do that. And I can press Command J, watch this. And I'm just repeating it. So really easy to do that. What else did we do here? I think that's it. Like, we can do the same thing for this one. Let me show you. So this is just a bulleted list. So let me show you how to do that. I'm using Helvetica New for that. So I'll show you. Come in here. You can use any font you want. I just like Helvetica New because it's condensed, it's bold, and I can do upper and lower case. So upper, lower. And let's say I'm hitting Option 8 for my bullet, and then typing, you know, Easter or whatever it is. And I can put a space in here, right? And so that's how I do my bulleted list. You could also do this. Hit that, and then let's say, these are not in order, but let's say Christmas, New Year's, right? Just so you get the idea. Okay, so select all of these, Command A, make sure it's left align here, and look at this. We have bulleted, we have numbers, so you can go back like that. So the only thing, I don't like the bullets that far away, so I made my own bullets, which is Command 8. Like if you did Option 8, you can see Option 8 is a lot closer, and I just push a space. So I'm gonna take this off, undo that, and just use my own bullets, Option 8 space. Option 8 space, there you go. And the way I did the box was I just did the pen tool. So you go like that, right? Kind of connected there. Boom. There you go. And then I can put, what did I say on this one? Topics to work on, and so on. So you can see the bulleted list. You can see this was Option 8 here. Option 8. Boom. All right. So you can see very easy to make on your own. I made this one, and the notes is just a box with that. So I have all of these every month of the year, March, June, May, got all 12 here. And each of them, when there's room, I put the motivation at the top and the tip of the month down there. But if there wasn't room at the top, I only did the tip of the month. And if there wasn't a room at the bottom like this one, I only did the motivation at the top. But each of them has a, like, fill in the blanks where you can, you know, have a t-shirt ready to go. I rather be hiking because it matches that. I'd rather be fishing, right? So you can scale this. All that. So another thing here is this one. If I zoom in, you can see this is where you can write in your uploads and your sales. That's something that I really like doing every day. I like to check on what my profit was the day before, and that just kind of helps me motivate myself to keep doing it day after day, to kind of see the progress of it, know what I'm working for and things like that. Just motivation for me, it helps me. Hopefully it helps you. That's what I like to keep track of. Did I upload enough yesterday? I should upload again today, or upload more today because I didn't do so many yesterday. This is for someone that only has one pod, and I would suggest if you're just starting off to just do one pod. If you want one without any of it, I'm gonna put that in as well. So when you download this, you'll have 4 different versions. You'll have the one for one pod, you have the one with just open. I'm also making one with 2, so if you have 2 pods, and 3 if you're definitely doing like I do my top 3, which is Amazon, TeePublic, and Redbubble. I could keep track of all 3 every day. It's kind of tight this way, but you can, with a nice pen, a nice ball pen, you could write like 100 or 3 characters here, and it'll still fit. So I'll have all of those, and you can see I've done one for every single month. So if you back out here, if I back out here, you can see January through December. Each one of them has a little different thing, so I think it's very valuable and it can help you. I'm going to use it myself, so I thought I'd share it with you. Right now, I'm going to make it from now until the end of the year just $1. So originally I like to do my digital downloads for $4, and it's still a really good deal, but I wanted to make it an even better deal this month for anybody that needs to use it. I didn't want to make it free because I want to make sure that people like really want to use it. And one of the things things that I heard about, like, is you need to like invest something if you're going to really use it. Usually if things are really free, it's kind of a psychology thing. If things are really free, then nobody's going to wants to use it, right? Because it's free. Why do I have to use it? I don't need to use it. But if you put money into it, now you're going to want to use it. So I really want you to use it, and for that reason I'm going to make it, just $1, just so you can have some investment in it and want to use it. So go to my digital downloads page on Detour Shirts. I'll put a link in the description for it, and you can get this, all 4 of them, so that you can use whichever one you want. You can use the 1, the blank, the 2, or the 3, and hopefully know what topics to work on for that month, and kind of start off with with one that's really easy. Of course, you're still going to have to design it, find the fonts and things like that, but at least the text is here, and you can actually scale these. So each one of these can be 5, 6, 10 different designs, right? Especially if you do one that's on a light shirt and one that's on a dark shirt. And some tips of the month. If you have the whole thing, you can look through all the tips, and it's basically the 16 tips like I said in my video, and then have some places for notes. So I think this will really help. I know I'm going to use it. Hopefully it will help you. And if you want to use this as a base and kind of create your own ones, I showed you how to do it in Affinity Designer. Maybe you want the calendars to take up the whole space. You can see how to do that. Maybe you don't use this. Maybe you want more space for notes, so you can drag this, and this is just a rectangle, so you could drag this and make this bigger here, take the whole notes down here, and maybe uploads are less or whatever it is, right? So have fun with this. Hopefully very useful for you. In 2023, I want everybody to get more and more uploads, more and more sales, so that 2023 is your best year ever. So that is it for this video. Hopefully this video and this calendar is really helpful for you. If it is, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. The question of the day for this video is, what are some other digital downloads that you would need for 2023? Let me know that in the comments. Maybe I can make another digital download that could help you with productivity or anything, maybe with anything print on demand at least. So let me know those in the comments, and I'll be happy to try and make one. Thanks again for watching. And if you want to see other videos for print on demand, make sure to click on these right here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.